we're a sleep company, and we're always talking sleep. And we're sitting here interviewing, and you were yawning today.
Yeah.
So, what'd you do last night that made you so tired? You can't keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
drinking coffee right now. You know you're not supposed to drink coffee at 3:30 in the afternoon, but you're drinking coffee.
And it's actually my second coffee of the day, if you want to know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yesterday night I went out. It was my birthday, so I went out with my friends
Yeah,
and
and I
stuff.
didn't buy your birthday gift.
Yeah. It's okay. I already got my sleep tracker.
Yeah.
So
How did it track you this morning? What did it show?
So for the story, I went out. I went to the bars yesterday. I had a couple drinks. I went home. Still hang out with my friends that came here just for my birthday. Went to bed around 4 a.m. Obviously today I had to work, so I had to wake up kind of early, so around 10 a.m. And then first thing I did is check my sleep tracker, my sleep efficiency, and I've seen 54 out of 100.
So 54 sleep efficiency, what does that mean, sleep efficiency?
So, because it doesn't really matter how long you sleep, it's the quality of sleep. And obviously the less you sleep, the worse your sleep efficiency is going to be, but it doesn't mean, like, the sleep duration doesn't mean everything. I think what happened is I moved a lot. I woke up a couple times during the night. The sleep tracker saw that, and he saw that my sleep quality was not the best. I didn't have as many deep sleep as I usually do during the week, but I was out with my friends. I had a good time. And
yeah, I remember those days. That's why I try to go to bed at 10, 11 o'clock and get my 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Usually it's only 7 hours of sleep, but I feel pretty good, especially when you got your REM sleep at 1 hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours. You feel really good. You're gonna have a good day. You'll see that on your sleep cycle on your OZI app. So I really enjoy watching that, and our real-time live heartbeat. That's really cool. So
you told me that you gave some new medication for your son, right?
I gave some new medication because he's got a cold and allergies mostly, so he's all stopped up. So I was like, here, try this. And I was down playing cards with some friends, and I was wondering if he was sleeping or not. So I looked at the app, and it showed his heart rate spiking. And, I go, oh my gosh, that's weird. So ran upstairs just to make sure he was okay, and he had a little bit of fever, and gave him a bunch of water to drink, and he calmed down a little bit. About 30 minutes later, you can see his heart rate slowly going down, and he hit below 70 beats per minute, and you're starting to fall asleep.
Fall back to sleep.
I could see that was what was awesome about the app, because you can watch real time how your heart is. So I love to watch my heart rate too, how I calm down when I'm laying in bed. Unless you're watching movies and watching your phone and doom scrolling or something, then your heart rate's going up. So hopefully the sleep coach will jump up and yell at you.
Yeah.
Your sleep coach probably told you to go to bed earlier.
No, yeah, definitely.
Don't drink so much. And not so much coffee.
Yeah, it was like, come on, man.
But so what we're both world travelers. What do you do, or what's your tricks when you're traveling from France back to the States, or States to back to France?
So from France to the States, it's actually pretty good, because I'm usually a night person. So I stay more at night. I usually wake up a little later than, I'm not an early bird, basically. And when I go from France to the States, because France is 6 hours more than here, I usually wake up very early in the morning when I come back. And that actually pretty good, because it puts me in the right schedule directly. So that's very good. But when I do the opposite, when I travel from the States to France, then it's when it's very hard, and I have to actually put some effort into trying to regulate my sleep, because I'm already up at night. So I usually go to bed around 1 a.m. So when I go to France, the 1 a.m. is 7 a.m. in France.
I always found it really hard in Europe, more than when I travel to Asia. So you try to stay awake when you're tired during the day when you're in France? You fly from the States to France, you try to stay awake, or do you take those naps and then you mess up your sleep schedule?
So I usually stay awake, because what I usually do is I try to sleep in the plane because it's usually the overseas flight is 10, 11 hours, so I have time to sleep. I'm usually trying to sleep. It's not best quality sleep, so I'm not very rested when I come in France. But when I arrive, I'm trying not to sleep, even though I'm very tired and I would really take a nap. I try to avoid it. So I keep myself tired enough so I can go to bed early that day. So I can try to schedule me real quick into the right schedule, because if I don't do this and I go in France, let's say it's noon, and I'm very tired and I sleep there, then I know that I won't be able to sleep until 3, 4 a.m. And
so the trick's stay awake.
Yes,
Don't take those naps.
No.
That's what my trick. After 25 years of going to China, I'm going to 4 to 6 times a year. I've definitely learned. I've tried everything, sleep medications to everything, but it's trying to force yourself to stay awake and then fall asleep on that time zone.
Mm-hmm.
I also found going into the future, I could recover faster in that time zone. So from USA to China, it was very easy for me. I could recover in 24 hours and be in that time zone. But when I came back to the past from China and I lost a day coming back to the past to USA, it would take me a week to try to recover and get back in the time zone. I don't know if that's with everybody, but that's what I found. But you're saying going to France, which is the future, is harder for you.
Yes,
And
I
then,
think
but
so.
coming back to the past, it's easier from France to the US,
Mm-hmm.
which is 7 hours time. Mine's 12 hours.
Yeah,
or 14
it's
hours.
6 or 7, depending if it's
where
if
you
it's
are.
summer, if it's summertime
Yeah.
or winter time. Because this time changing daylight saving things.
Yes,
This is absolutely
Frustrating.
horrible.
it's frustrating.
It's horrible.
Yeah, we lose so much efficiency. I had to straighten my China team out a few days ago because they were missing meetings with my customers, and I forgot to tell them that we had a time change. They were used to the
It's a
the winter
normal
time change, but
Oh,
we already sprung forward, and they didn't know that. They don't advertise that over in
Mhm.
China.
oh yeah.
So my customers were getting mad because we kept missing meetings. Didn't know why.
No, they don't have
They-
daylight time
they're-
saving
no,
in China.
China's always the same. So
Oh.
they're smart.
Yeah,
We're spring forward, fall backwards. Everybody's all messed up.
we definitely should do that in
Yeah,
the States as well.
Yeah, in Europe is
In Europe, they did that, and I think since last year they're like no more.
they're tired of it. It's
So,
like,
yeah.
you don't need it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a law during I think World War I to save energy. The Congress in the U.S. passed the law to try to save energy with the time zone to have more daylight. But we don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's old. Let's get rid of that.
Mhm.
We lose so much. Even if it's just 1 hour, the kids are messed up. My son's sick now because he wore himself out because he's getting up too early in the morning,
Mhm.
or going to bed too late, so he doesn't get his 8-9 hours of sleep, and that's with a lot of kids. Yeah. So, but the time travel and you feel like you're in a time warp when you're traveling around the world. But
Yeah.
and trying to reset quickly. The circadian rhythm lighting that we have with our zPods. I try to jump in there to get yellow light and blue light and get my circadian rhythm back.
Mhm.
There's a lot of studies on that, by scientists proving that actually does work. So instead of nasty sleep medicine, which I used to try to take, which never worked anyway, I'm trying to do it the natural way now. So
And
you need another sip of coffee. You look like you're going to fall asleep.
yeah, I might.
Yeah, we're talking. We're a sleep company, and half our team,
Yeah.
almost everybody in our team, has sleep problems. So maybe
That's
that's why
good.
we're all passionate about sleep, because we have sleep
We
problems.
know it's a problem.
We know it's a
big
problem.
problem.
So
man.
we're trying to solve it.
Yeah. I mean, we're here cozy in a
Yeah,
nice couch.
We're cozy with our OZI Sleep Tracker.
Yeah.
So, what's another cool thing on the OZI Sleep Tracker you found while you're using it?
To me, I think the best feature is the sleep coach,
Yeah.
because I know how important a coach is. I'm doing fitness a lot. I'm doing boxing. If I don't have my coach, I literally cannot get better.
It's like having a boxing coach, but now you have a sleep coach.
Yes, and
Yeah.
sleep is important for
Yeah.
every single thing in life.
Well, we all know that, but we don't, follow our own instincts.
Yeah, they're like,
So you need a coach to push you
oh yeah,
because
oh
we're all
yeah.
lazy. We're human.
Like we
Yeah.
know we shouldn't. Like there's some things I don't know because I don't have the data. If I don't have my sleep tracker, I don't know how much sleep I got because I can be in bed and I can be in bed at 12.
So
And
you,
then
you can't feel it. We can't wake up and feel like if you had a good recovery sleep.
I think we can pretty much feel, but some days like yeah, it was okay, but we don't know really.
Yeah.
And there's some days where I go to bed and then I struggle to fall asleep, but then
Yeah.
I don't know how long. And then usually when you struggle falling asleep is that there's a problem. So, but you don't know what's the problem
Right.
if you don't have someone behind or data that back it, so we can know what I can do better
Right.
and what should I do.
Because sleep coach can analyze all your data for
Mhm.
that week or that month or the year and get smarter on how you reacted to certain like weather, or
For
if you went to
example,
bed late and got up early, you start evaluating that and then kind of coach you on what you need to do.
Yeah, and then he knows me, so
Yeah.
he knows I'm going to bed pretty late every
Yeah.
night. But as long as I keep my certain amount of hours and my good quality sleep,
Yeah.
not like yesterday night when I went out
Yeah.
and had a couple drinks, etc. The alcohol, it kills sleep. It's
why
crazy.
I was always tired when I was in my 20s. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I was too young and dumb, I guess. You're out drinking and you're out not
Yeah.
sleeping 4 hours a night, and
Mhm.
you're always
But-
tired and yawning.
Yeah, but even if I go out at night, I had a couple drinks, I go home, I sleep 10 hours, I wake up, it's like I slept 2 hours. I wake
Because
up,
the
I'm
alcohol,
tired.
the
Yeah,
alcohol,
yeah.
and then drinking
definitely
coffee
think
at
so.
4 in the afternoon.
It definitely doesn't help.
Yeah,
But
hopefully you can sleep tonight.
yeah, but I think it helps for this conversation now, or I'll be sleeping already.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty nice.
So back to the sleep tracker. I know you've been using it for several months now, just like I have, and we got this email alert system, which really helps you stay engaged with it too. Because sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm super busy, and I forget to look to see. Unless I had a bad night of sleep, then I always look like, what did I do last night? So it tells me it's like 67 movements. Oh my gosh, I had
That's
too many movements. And out of bed, how many times? So especially when you get those late night cramps.
Oh yeah, when
you got a famous meme on TikTok. With your cramp.
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure I take enough potassium, especially when you're working out and sweating a lot too. So do you like to see how many times you've moved at nighttime? And
I liked it. Something that helped me personally was so it was a combination of out of bed plus sleep coach.
Yeah.
So my coach saw that I was going out of bed every night, and it was because I needed to take a pee. I think that's a common problem for most people.
Yeah.
Wake up in the middle of the
Especially
night.
Drink too much.
Yeah, and that's exactly. He told me stop drinking water, like stop drinking a lot.
2 hours before,
1 or 2 hours before bed, and then because I used to always drink a tea. I love tea, so like coffee in the morning, a tea a little bit in the afternoon after dinner, etc. But like big teas is like big mugs.
Yeah.
So now instead of this, I just get a cup of water, and that helped me a lot because now I need to take a pee when I wake up, which is better than need to take a pee before. So you have to wake up in the middle of the night. You have to stand up to go in the bathroom. You go in the bathroom, then you come back in bed, and then you awake. And then you struggle, and you spend another 20 minutes trying to fall asleep.
That's why the soundscapes, right? So the soundscapes play. It knows when you're back in bed. The soundscapes pop on, and your sleep coach knows what soundscapes have calmed you down before, nights before, so it plays that again and relaxes you, hopefully.
Yeah.
Get you back to sleep faster.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sounds in general, but I know a lot of people that are.
Yeah.
I like when it's silent, but what do you use the soundscapes?
Oh, a lot. Yeah, every night.
No,
You got to have a certain frequency. There's annoying frequencies, and there's ones that really calm me down. So that's my problem when I use YouTube or other places to mediums to listen to soundscapes,
Mm-hmm.
it automatically plays an annoying sound that wakes me up in the middle of the night. So I know with the OZI app, our sleep coach learns what frequencies or what sounds calms you down, and it will constantly play that and loop that sound. So that you know, I really enjoy that feature of the OZI Sleep Tracker. There's another question I had, but I forgot. Do you have any questions? I do some biohacking. We're talking about getting up in the middle of the night often.
Yeah.
And you know, my AI assistants are telling me to drink more water. So 3 liters of water a day. And I mean, that means even if you stop at 6 or 7 at night, you're still got a lot of water in your system.
Yeah.
And that's going to force you to stay up. So you keep drinking a lot of water to flush out your system, like you know, a lot of doctors tell you to do, urologists tell you to do, you know, or do you stop drinking so much? Instead of 3 liters, you do 2 liters, so you don't have to get up in the middle of the night. That's the fight I'm having right now. But if you go back to sleep after you wake up one time, you go back to sleep quicker, you fall asleep faster, then it's okay.
Yeah, it's not a problem if you fall back asleep instantly, but usually because you stood up, then you're awake.
Then your heart rate gets up again.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're awake.
Yeah. And then you start thinking, especially if you got a lot of work problems or other problems or even good things. You can't go back to sleep. Or if you are dumb like me, sometimes I listen to a podcast because I want to keep learning. Then you're thinking, and then you never get back to sleep. So that's a tough one.
I see. Well, do your partner also use a sleep tracker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She does. Yeah, she's getting more. She didn't like it. Just like a lot of older, my mom and dad didn't want to use it. They thought it was spying on them. So you just put it under their sheets and they don't know. It's private. It's invisible. They don't know. But they got dementia. So you like to know how they're doing every day. As a caregiver, you want to know, and that's what's amazing with the OZI Sleep Tracker. You have the alert systems for heart rate, for breathing, for out of bed alert, which is super important with the dementia or Alzheimer's. Those alerts are really awesome. So my phone will flash or send me an email and tell me that there's an issue. Just like with my son's heart rate, it emailed me and alerted me also on my phone that there was an issue. So I really like that and use that a lot.
I see. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get my girlfriend to get it, and we do all right. Who slept best last night?
So you make it a game.
I'm making a game. Yeah.
Who wins? Who's the better sleeper?
Usually she sleeps better than me.
She sleeps better. So she's more laid back.
She's going to bed at 9 or 10 p.m.
She's in the medical system. So she knows sleep is good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're type A personality and she's type B, just like my wife. And it's easy for her to sleep. Sleep a lot.
But she wakes up during the night a lot when I don't. So we're very different in that thing. But I mean,
well, that's kind of cool. You both sleep in the same bed, and you can track each other's sleep, and it's on the same app too. Right? Yeah. So if you have a family of 5, you can put all the sleep trackers that are tracking your family on the same app and see that one interface, how your family's doing.
Yeah.
So, your son or daughter had good sleep, or your son or daughter had bad sleep, and your partner had good sleep. It's really cool, and you can follow all their heart rate at nighttime, and who's sleeping, who's not, who's having a problem. So that is a feature that we've seen nobody else has. No other sleep company has. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
And I know our whole team uses that feature.
Yeah. Like I don't have children yet, but even for my girlfriend and I, sometimes I know she's going to work. I check on the app because I want to see how I slept and how she slept, and I see she didn't have a good night's sleep. So I know before she comes home, I'm doing some chores, I'm making dinner, I'm helping her out, or she's coming home, she's a little moody. I understand her better. I understand her better because I know that it's just that she wants to be like this. It's that she had a bad night's sleep, so more probability of being moody and etc. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm the one cranky when I wake up, and she knows it. She just check on the app directly, and she's like, "Oh, he didn't have a good night's sleep, so I'm gonna catch him a break." You know, and she's gonna do some.
So you understand behavior
things
better.
Oh yeah.
Same with the kids too. You'll know if they had a bad night's sleep and they rolled around all night, that you're gonna probably have a bad day. You're not able to focus well with their homework or tests. So not to yell at them.
Yeah.
Or if they yell at you, you know why.
You know why? Yeah. It definitely helps for communication and understanding.
Yeah.
Within the household, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I was so excited to see what the broader world or humans think about our family app, the sleep tracking of the whole family on one page where you can follow their biometrics. That's been exciting to see.
Yeah.
I think you said you're going to France too to see how that the French culture likes what we have to offer.
I've talked about it. It interested a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like wellness is going bigger and bigger in America.
It's human
but
nature,
I feel like
right?
in Europe, people are very more interested in wellness, I think, than in the United States. They have a lot more different things to improve their health, etc. And even just talking about the product, even though it's not available yet in Europe, we're working on it, but it's not available yet. I talk about the product. It's like, oh, where can I get the app? Give me the app. Can I get one? Because people are like, oh yeah, help me sleep better, help my children sleep better.
So see, there's demand. The same time when I was in China last month, everybody told about the idea and our features, which we don't have in China either, because you have to be on that cloud. Just like in Europe, you have the cloud to collect the data, which is still private because we don't see it. Right, as the OZI Sleep company, we don't see that data.
Oh yeah.
So it's completely private on the different clouds in that country. Everybody I talked to said, yeah, they'd love to have one. So we know there's demand in Asia as well. We can't wait to open up all the markets. But we'll start with North America first, and then expand.
We'll see where it goes. Yeah. And like we're very unique because it already exists. Yeah. But people wear Apple Watch. People wear anything. They have to charge it. They have to think of putting it on. When add mental charge.
You don't like to wear things at night.
You don't need that. No, I don't.
I don't like wearing things either.
So and I don't like. I don't want to think about things.
Right.
I just want to, because
it's natural. It's invisible. It doesn't touch you.
Yes.
Especially our kids with zPods, and they have sensory issues. They really don't like things touching them. Which is another big reason why OZI Sleep Tracker was founded. Non-touch, under the bed. You don't wear it, invisible, private. A huge reason for the development of this non-touch sleep tracker was the zPods family, and all the families that have a zPods, and the feedback from them, and just learning how the behavior of the kids with autism and other sensory challenges. We learned that the OZI Sleep Tracker will be a great value add for those moms and dads to track the kids. So I think we talked long enough.
Yeah.
We could keep talking for more hours, but
that was good. But it's time to sleep.
Yeah, so you go back. Now you can go to sleep. We're done talking. Go to sleep, and I can go back to work.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Thanks.